I love anime. I've seen over 800 of them, and throughout those 800, I've come across lots of different genres. I've already made a video on why I love isekai, but today I wanted to talk about what I think is an underrepresented, underhyped, and underrated genre in anime, and that genre is mystery. Although there are some incredibly well-known mystery shows that do numbers like Apothecary Diaries, and I saw a lot of hype for The Summer Hikaru Died, which, at the time of writing this, I have not watched, but I will soon, I promise. Also, I actually don't know where the hype went for that show. I didn't see many people talking about it after its release. But shows like The Detective is Already Dead, Ron Kamonahashi's Forbidden Deductions, The Lost Child of the Fate series, Lord L. Mello 2's Case Files, Undead Murder Farce, Lord of Mysteries, of course, these shows are much less popular. There's also Case Study of Vanitas if you like some romantic... What's worse than tension? Strain? The mysteries that I listed there are mostly standard detective-esque mystery. There's also mystery shows more like Summertime Rendering, in which the story start to finish is a mystery as the characters navigate a nebulous situation, trying to piece together what things mean. But before I talk more about the mystery genre as a whole, I wanted to briefly go over some of the aforementioned less popular mystery shows I mentioned, starting with Ron Kamonahashi's Forbidden Deductions. This show is about a newbie detective in the police force. There's a murder in the city, and he's told that there's someone named Ron who can help him solve it. He goes to the address and finds an unkempt man who lives in an apartment where the floors are, quite literally, all just futons. The guy's hair goes over his eyes, he's super eccentric, and he absolutely does not want to help with any sort of sleuthing or detective work. After some time, for the sake of the plot being longer than one episode, our main character convinces Ron to join him on this case. And although Ron is incredibly wild and wacky, he will get down and lay next to the corpse and talk to them to get to know them better. Ron is incredibly talented at detective work. Once they find the killer, however, Ron seems to go into some fugue state where he attempts to make the culprit, Minecraft themselves. Can't be too careful with YouTube. The show explores Ron's history, his weird fugue state, and it does that by going over a different case each episode until season 2, which focuses on a single overarching mystery for most of it. The show is funny, interesting, and worth a watch if you like mystery or have nothing else to watch. Next is Lord L. Melloy's 2's Case Files. Hard to pronounce that one. This story follows Lord L. Melloy, better known if you've seen Fate Unlimited Blade Works as Waver Velvet, the master of Alexander the Great. Since the Fourth War has ended, Waver returns to the Tower in London to teach magecraft. He has become a bitter man with an assistant named Grey. If you've seen the recently well-received Fate Strange Fake, then you will have known Flat Escardo. He is one of L. Melloy's students. Melloy actually also shows up in that show a couple times, so you've seen him if you've seen that show. But in this series, Waver goes through a series of strange cases with his enigmatic and mysterious assistant who doesn't seem to be a normal mage. The series is a lot more serious than the former without writing stiff characters. Every character is an important ingredient to making a scrumptious show. Extra great if you're into the Fate series even superficially, since it's connected to two of the most popular installments of the Fate franchise, at least in the anime realm. I also wanted to talk about Undead Murder Farce as well, but we should actually discuss mystery as a whole before this video gets too long. If you're curious, Undead Murder Farce is about a very smart immortal girl whose body is taken away and she's left as a head in a birdcage. She finds a half-Oni performer who can end her, but she wants her body back first, and they go solve a bunch of cases. Sherlock Holmes is literally a character in the show. This is a mystery mixed with supernatural. It's an interesting premise, and again, if you're looking to slonk some mystery, I would recommend. It's another comedy mystery because our main character is a bit of a goofy goober. Now, mystery shows usually come in two forms. The first form is the weekly mystery. There's 12 episodes of a new case every week. Sometimes this comes in the form of arcs, so there will be 3 to 4 cases over one season, each case spanning about 3 to 4 episodes. But overall, there are multiple cases over the course of the season. This is Ron Kamonohashi Season 1, or even Bunny Girl Senpai. The second form is a long mystery over the course of the season. This will be written as a story to explore one big unknown over the course of 12 episodes. Like I mentioned before, this is sort of like Summertime Rendering, which was 24 episodes, not 12, but you get the point. It is very rare that you have a story that's completely the second archetype. Usually it'll be a long mystery over the course of a season, but you have smaller arcs and mysteries in between, and of course those small mysteries will have a piece of information related to the big one. This is something you see more in something like Lord of Mysteries or even Bungo's Stray Dogs. Although the show has arcs and episodal mysteries, the characters are focused on an overarching mystery throughout every arc. Also, a lot of mystery will go from mystery of the week to big mystery over the course of a season sometimes. Ron Kamonohashi, Link Click are both good examples of that. Of course, it's important to note that not all mysteries are good. Akemu MD exists, and I deeply hope that none of you have ever seen Happy Sugar Life. And what in God's name was Island? But what really makes a mystery show bad isn't how corny it is, but rather when a mystery show uses hard twists that come out of nowhere rather than giving clues that the viewer can use to piece together the mystery. And that plays into making mystery a unique genre. Action and adventure shows are brain off, boom boom, pow, kablow shows. Drama and thriller shows are mind grabbers, but mystery can be either. You can watch the mystery unfold in front of you with your brain off, or you can explore the mystery and try to figure it out for yourself, which is why a mystery show that just gives you a, oh my goodness, the culprit was random NPC number 4 that you haven't seen the entire arc, it makes it unfair to the viewers and takes the joy out of it. The question then remains, why then, with all of this, is mystery underrated? Because you have heard about Apothecary Diaries, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Bunny Girl Senpai, the Monogatari series, maybe even Noragami and Hyoka. What's sad is that you are much less likely, unless you have an anime account similar to mine, to have seen the aforementioned ones earlier, but also Be the Beginning, Brynhildr in the Darkness, Link Click, Bungo Stray Dogs, Heaven's Memo Pad, Odd Taxi, Garden of Sinners, and The Dark Gathering, maybe even Oshinoko. These are all incredible mystery shows, and yet I never saw as much conversation about them. Sure, there's memes about Dazai, and Link Click is the most popular Chinese anime that has ever come out. Lord of Mysteries is also Chinese. Side note, did you know the author for Link Click is also the author for To Be Hero X? What a literary genius. But the sheer amount of great mystery shows that people don't watch feels disproportionate compared to other genres. Let me know if you agree, or if you think that there's some other genre that is underrepresented, or what your favorite underrated show is, which is subjective. You can say that Attack on Titan is underrated because you think that 8 billion people should have watched it instead of 1 billion. That's a totally valid opinion. So, I'm sorry that this video took so long. I will work on the next one faster, I gently promise. Thank you for the views on the last couple videos. Again, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.